If you're traveling this week, it's tricky to know when to leave based on the forecast, and it depends on where you're headed. I can help with that. The storm is moving in from the southwest, so it'll impact those areas first. If you're headed west, maybe on 212 or I 90, leave as early as you can Tuesday morning, or wait until after 10 a.m. Wednesday. If you're headed south into Iowa, leave before noon on Tuesday or after 10 a.m. Wednesday. For those of you driving east into Wisconsin, leave before noon Tuesday, or again, wait until after 10 Wednesday morning. Least impacted are those headed north on 94 or 35. If this is your route, be sure to leave before 7 p.m. on Tuesday, or as you might guess, after 10 a.m. Wednesday.